Sound check? Is this?
Yes,
okay.
check.
Hi, I'm Emily Chrysler, Director of Admission. I'm so excited to welcome you today.
We're good?
Is that good? Okay.
You should say at Whitfield School.
Oh, good. See? Yeah. Okay.
So,
Thanks.
since I'm going to open the door, and are you holding the script or no?
Yeah, I'll hold it here just for safety.
So, I'll do this and then follow you.
Oh,
out.
we're done. We don't have
Okay.
anything.
Is everyone's phone off?
Yep.
Videos off?
I'm in the other room.
Good.
Let me just tell Carol.
Becky, if I'm walking, well, I'll just come. We're just walking a little bit down the hall, and then I can
Yes.
come back and get my stuff. Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Look at me. Put your hair on your right or back just a little bit. Great. Good. Great. All right, you ready?
Yes.
And nothing's going to show over here, right?
Correct.
Okay.
So I'll give her like a sign when you're ready, or you look great.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it. And that works.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. Can you start?
Hi, I'm Emily Chrysler, Director of Admission at Whitfield School. I'm so excited to welcome you today. Visitors to our building frequently comment that our students are happy and engaged. I wish I could show you that in person, but since you can't be here today, let's go see some classrooms. And I forgot to put my mask on.
I think if you want to take like maybe a step back and gesture, and I'll take off so I don't see the mic itself.
Say that again?
So as soon as you're done, you put the mask on, gesture, and I'll pass you.
Oh, okay.
Does that sound okay?
Yeah, perfect. So I just go like this and then you walk
Yeah.
right past me? Okay, sounds great.
So mask
And
out.
when do you want me to start talking? Like how
I'll
close?
do like a nod.
Okay,
Or I'll do kind of like this.
Okay.
Or kind of, I'll do this. Is that
okay.
cool? All right.
Sounded great.
It did.
Was it loud enough? Okay.
Not, this is correct.
No, I think I got this.
Yeah.
No.
The person opening the door is going to be in the shop.
Okay.
So,
Let's think we'd start over here. It might be better for my color correction. I can just get maybe like just the top part.
let's do that.
I think we'd rather not.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you want me to go grab a kid.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Emily Chrysler, Director of Admission at Whitfield School. I'm so excited to welcome you here today. Visitors to our building frequently comment that students are happy and engaged. I wish we could show you that in person, but since we can't have visitors in the building, let's go see some classrooms. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally screwed up.
That's fine.
All right. I stumbled my words anyway, so we need one more take.
worries.
Okay.
You guys have this. I'm going to go wait in the middle of the hallway.
Okay.
I just want to make sure.
So it's this, mask on, and then this. Okay.
Yeah. You're doing great.
Sorry, can you go ahead and fix the
Stay down.
Hi, I'm Emily Chrysler, Director of Admission at Whitfield School. I'm so excited to welcome you here today. Visitors to our building frequently comment that students are happy and engaged. I wish I could show you that in person, but since we can't have visitors in the building right now, let's go see some classrooms.
How loud is that stupid phone going to be?
Yeah, that might come in a little bit.
I mean, there's no way we can stop that.
Yeah,
You
should we
wanna
try
do
it one more
take?
time,
Yeah,
and
so
then
let's do
between the
it.
two, we'll have to just go with what we've got.
Or I can stay, yeah.
Can I usually stand over here?
Yeah?
Let's start here.
Do you see the floor? Because there's all this crap on it.
No.
Okay.
Can we start over there? I think that's probably.
Hi, I'm Emily Chrysler, Director of Admission at Whitfield School. I'm so excited to welcome you here today. Visitors to our building frequently comment that students are happy and engaged. I wish I could show you that in person, but since we can't have visitors on campus right now, let's go see some classrooms.
That was good.
I did a little hair fix. Is that okay when I put the mask on?
All right, that's a wrap. Let's go to SIPS class.
All right.
A few steps back. And go ahead. Thank you. And
Do you want me to give her a hand signal?
I'm just afraid of that stuff right there.
Oh, sorry. When you hit that line in the carpet, do you want me to give Emily a cue?
Yes.
Wait, so like about when you get to the carpet is when I start talking?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you need me to cue you, or are
No,
you going to watch?
I got that.
Okay. You've done a great job.
Thank you. Ready?
Let's take a look inside Senior Casado's 10th and 11th grade AP Spanish language class.
Arturo, no le tienes miedo, Arturo. No. Coreano. Muy bien, ok. Excelente.
Hola.
Señora Chrysler, ¿cómo está?
Bien. ¿Y tú?
Excelente. ¿Vas a esa clase de AP, español? Hay unos juniors aquí y unos sophomores. Who wants to speak a little bit? ¿Quién quiere hablar un poquito? Lydia?
Sí.
Thanks, Lydia.
Yeah. So we're a class of AP Spanish. We have sophomores and juniors in this class, which is really cool because it's like mixed grade levels. Right now we're watching it's a commercial for a product in Spain. So we're like learning about the culture. It's not a commercial meant for students, which is really cool. We do that a lot. We watch things that are meant for like native speakers, which is really cool. And yeah, we're just like, this year since we're in AP Spanish, we already are pretty good at Spanish, I hope anyway. So we're just learning about the culture and like, you know, just getting a better idea of Spanish culture.
¿Por qué no hablas un poquito, Eva, Lydia, sobre qué estamos haciendo este primer trimestre? ¿Cuál es el focus del primer trimestre?
At the beginning we were learning about education, and now we're doing
Redes sociales.
social media. Yeah, so.
Muy bien.
Gracias. Thank you so much, Lydia. Mr. Casado, would it be okay if I speak with a student in the hall for just a few minutes? Great. Jacob, you want to come with me?
Sure.
Thanks.
Adiós. Suerte. Gracias. Excelente.
Hi, Jacob. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi.
You know, sometimes it just takes a few times. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, they sound good.
Jake, can you say a few words?
Yeah. Test. 1, 2, 3.
I should be okay. A little hot, but I think it's fine. All right, I think we're good.
Hi, Jacob. Can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi. My name is Jacob Hutchison, and I am a junior at Whitfield School.
I'm sorry, can we take a step? Can we do that again?
Yeah.
Sorry.
So do you want me to look at him and
Yes.
ask him to? Okay. Hi, Jacob. Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Jacob Hutchison, and I'm a junior at Whitfield School. I started here in 7th grade.
And Jacob, tell us a little bit about Spanish class.
So Spanish class is really all about being immersed into the language. Once you walk into that classroom, it's 100% Spanish, no English, and it's all about learning about different cultures. And when you walk in there, we're speaking most of the time. Most of my early Spanish years were just learning vocabulary, getting comfortable with the language, and now it's all about speaking, getting comfortable with talking with one another. We read articles in Spanish, we watch videos, and yeah, it's all about immersion.
And what do you enjoy about it?
I enjoy the Freedom of Spanish class. We talk about various topics, and it's really interesting how we can talk about what we're passionate about and what we're interested in learning about, but in Spanish and in the context of Spanish. And also, besides Spanish, just learning about other cultures. Right now we're watching a commercial about a product from Spain and learning more about Spanish culture, and it's really interesting.
Can you tell us a little bit about Senor Casado?
Yeah, Senor Casado, hands down, is an amazing language teacher at Whitfield. He's really good at drawing the students in and engaging the students to help us all engage in interesting conversations about Spanish and in Spanish, and just keeping the flow of the classroom. All the classes are super interesting. They're not boring lectures at all.
Great, thank you so much, Jacob.
Awesome, thank you.
We'll let you head back to class. Thanks.
Sí. Oh, sí. My bad.
Perfect.
I kind of wanted you to fake going in. Good. And then Becky, you want to listen to this?
Yes.
Make sure it sounds okay. Because sometimes there's wind.
Make sure we don't have all those pushy kids yelling. All right, I'm ready.
And no, let me do it again.
Shit, here comes Keith Borzillo. Hold on, we got a car.
I mean, he sees us, right? He's like barreling full force.
Okay, can you take a step back, please?
Back this way.
This end over here. Thank you.
And when you're filming me, where are you going to be? I want to make sure I can read what
Oh
Emily's.
yeah, I'll just kind of step back
I'll be right here.
right here. If that's okay.
Yeah, that's good.
And then get ready. Okay, that was way to hold myself up. Let's do it in the outro if that's okay. So, sorry. And action.
Whitfield faculty members understand what it means to create a truly student-centered classroom and strive to engage students in every way. I hope that through our classroom visits today, you saw the trusting relationships formed by teachers and students, and through our conversations with students, saw their confidence as they shared what they're learning. We hope to meet you and would love to share more. Contact the admission office to learn more. We need to redo that.
Yeah, too many mores.
Yep.
Emily, you don't need to talk quite so loud. Your voice is pretty.
Okay.
So just back that off just a little bit.
Great.
Good enunciation, good pacing.
You ready? Let me try doing it from this angle too.
And maybe, Emily, I would say, try to say Whitfield at the end here, and then maybe it's just contact the admission office today.
Yeah.
And action.
Whitfield faculty members understand what it means to create a truly student-centered school. Through our, sorry. It's tricky because it feels like it's off to the side, and I don't want to look like I'm, yeah, that's good. It's just hard, okay.
All right.
Do you want me to sit on Emily's shoulders?
I'll just,
And to engage our students in every way.
once Jeff kind of stops moving, I'll go right next to her.
Okay.
Let me start. I'm having a hard time with the sun, so I'm just gonna. I'll go at the very end. What's the last word?
Today.
Okay,
It'll be
perfect.
today.
All right. And action.
Whitfield faculty members understand what it means to create a truly student-centered school and strive to engage students in every way. Through our classroom visits today, I hope sorry.
You're fine. You're fine.
2 seconds. Whenever you're ready.
Whitfield faculty members understand what it means to create a truly student-centered school and try to engage students. I need to do this again.
1 second.
You look hot as hell.
Well,
I'm just gonna
thanks.
Say that.
We're gonna nail it.
And action.
Whitfield faculty members understand what it means to create a truly student-centered school and strive to engage their students in every way. Through our brief classroom visits today, I hope you saw the trusting relationships formed between teachers and students. And through our conversations with students, I hope you saw their confidence as they shared what they're learning. We would love to meet you and help you learn more about Whitfield. Contact our admission office today.
That was
There was
good.
like a steam let off back there
Yeah.
sometime.
Did you get that horn?
I think I was after, but can
Yeah.
we try it again?
I
Yeah.
didn't hear it.
And action.
Whitfield faculty members understand what it means to create a truly student-centered school and strive to engage their students in every way. Through our brief classroom visits today, I hope you saw the trusting relationships formed between teachers and students. And through our conversations with students, I hope you saw their confidence as they shared what they're learning. We would love to help you learn more. Contact I need to say Whitfield. Otherwise, it was great.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
real good.
Sorry, keep getting myself in the reflection.
Hang on. Oh shit, here's the fire department. They're early.
Let's do it one more time. Yeah, it's not till 10:30. They're really
Right.
early. Okay.
And action.
Whitfield faculty members understand what it means to create a truly student-centered school and strive to engage their students in every way. Through our brief classroom visits today, I hope you saw the trusting relationships formed between teachers and students. And through our conversations with students, I hope you observed their confidence as they shared what they're learning. We would love to help you learn more about Whitfield. Contact the admission office today.
I felt pretty good about that one.
Oh, I did
Yeah.
too. And I think the take with the truck horn at the end was the strongest take, but that one we just finished was also good.
Can we do just one more?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. Then we'll have some options to choose from.
Yep.
Sorry, 1 sec. I keep getting myself. And action.
Whitfield faculty members understand what it means to create a truly student-centered school and strive to engage their students in every way. Through our brief classroom visits today, I hope you observed the trusting relationships formed between teachers and students. And through our conversations with students, I hope you observed their confidence as they shared what they're learning. We would love to help you learn more about Whitfield. Contact our admission office today.
It was really good. My clip up was a little jarring, but I think it's okay. We always cut away too to something else.
Yeah.
It's not something,
All
made
right.
today.
Okay, do we have it or is that good?
I'm happy with them. Yeah.
I think we have some to choose from for sure.
I do
Okay.
too. All right, let's transition.
And good. Thank
Okay,
you.
could a couple of you have your computers open and several of you closed, or have them flat on the table? Okay, yeah.
You guys have them flat on the desk. So if you take the stand off, like Aisha just did.
Yeah, and you can have your pen out even. Yeah, perfect. Great. Yeah, that's good.
Can you do me a favor, put your trap, like,
Jack, can you put your kickstand back just a little bit more? Yeah, perfect. That's great. That way we can see your faces up to your mask.
have some of their words in the desk book.
Great.
I don't know if you want.
This is perfect. Okay. Okay. So you guys just have class.
Awesome.
Like we're not even here.
Awesome. Okay. So, let's share some of the.
Whenever you're ready.
Let's take a look inside Mary Schnitzler's 7th grade. Let's start that over. I have sample inside.
And action.
Let's take a look inside Mary Schnitzler's 7th grade world cultures class.
First, and then we'll go to like surprising or interesting. Okay? So who would like to share? Please.
Alright, one thing I learned was that a person on the plane that was going for Washington made a call to someone. Like, I didn't know that, because now, like, you're not allowed to make calls on planes, so I didn't know you were allowed to make calls.
Great, that's a good point. Yeah, and I think he was doing it without trying to make sure nobody saw that.
Hi, Ms. Schnitzler. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's okay. Hi.
How are you?
Great. How are you?
Good, good.
Good.
I wonder if I could talk to a couple of your students about what you guys are working on today.
Absolutely.
Who would like to volunteer? Kennedy and Laith, do you guys want to come with me?
Can you do that part again?
Yeah, I think we need to try that again.
We're going to take
Sorry.
two.
Yeah.
Is it okay if we continue our discussion while you guys are chatting?
Of course. Yeah, well, as soon as you guys get up, you should just continue the conversation.
All right.
And since Laith is volunteering in this part, if someone else raises their hand, that would be even, if someone else like shares. Jack?
Okay,
Awesome.
so yeah, Jack could share
Okay.
this time. Okay,
Awesome.
cool.
Do you want to get the person on the screen? I didn't get a shot of her.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A seminar discussion.
Okay. And
You ready?
action.
Okay.
Let's take a look inside Mary Schnitzler's sorry, one more time. I stumbled over the name.
What?
And we've got the door.
Yeah. And action.
Let's take a look inside Mary Schnitzler's 7th grade world cultures class.
Yeah, right.
Hi, Ms. Schnitzler.
Hi.
I wonder if we could have a couple students share a little bit about what you're working on today.
Absolutely.
Who would like to volunteer? Kennedy and Laith, why don't you guys come with me? Thanks, guys. Yeah, we'll go across the hall where we can hear a little bit better. Can you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Laith. I'm in 7th grade. This is my first year at Whitfield, and I'm from New City School.
I'm Kennedy, and this is my second year here at Whitfield, and I'm a 7th grader, and I transferred to Whitfield from Chesterfield Day School.
And Kennedy and Laith, can you tell me what you're talking about in World Cultures?
So we're learning about 9/11 right now, and anything else you want to add?
We're discussing how it impacted people's lives. So we interviewed one of our parents or our guardians to see how they felt and where they were and what they were doing at the time. And now we did a journal reflection on it about the videos that we watched about the 9/11 attack, and we are sharing now our reflection on it.
And can I ask you to tell us a little bit about a seminar discussion?
So a seminar discussion is where like you don't have to raise your hand and then the teacher calls on you, you like talk. So basically most of the time someone asks a question or shares an answer and then you will give your thoughts on that. And like we have rules for our seminar discussions. So it's called ropes. Anything you want to say?
So ropes is like a chart where rules that we have to abide by. So like when you say something that offends someone, you say oops. And if someone says something to offend you, you say ouch. And then after they finish speaking, you say how you felt and how it offended you.
And do you both remember visiting Whitfield when you were new students?
Yes.
Okay, what can you tell us about that?
All right. So when I visited Whitfield, it was very inviting. Like everyone was super nice. And when you go to the classes, you get to see what it's like how the teacher is not just telling you what to do. You're actually being included and like you're being asked. Anything you wanna?
I actually had 2 visits here. So my first one, it was a really cool experience to see how they really the teachers taught each other. And before COVID, I visited, so it was really a fun environment, and I got to see a lot of new people and a lot of new friends. But the environment was very different from when I was a little kid, since my sister was here. But overall, it was a great experience of my 2 visits.
All right, thanks you guys so much. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you guys come? And can we try to do that one more time? Is it possible to if we could we have them come out without doing the whole thing again?
We can, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, and the reason is that I think what we need to try to do is make a little bit shorter answers, only because, what you guys said is perfect, but we just are creating a really short video. So like Laith, what you shared about what you saw in the teaching environment when you visited, that teachers aren't telling you what to think, and that would be great if you could kind of say that same idea, but just keeping it a little bit, well, just what you said is perfect, but just we'll kind of do it without the rest of everything. And when we talk about discussions, if you can sort of explain the ideas behind ropes, but don't worry about the specifics, but just kind of talk about how that's how you learn how to disagree and kind of talk respectfully with one another. Okay.
You guys sound great. I'm listening to make sure your volume's good, everything.
Because we can't edit much in between easily, right?
I was just, do you want to try and have them walk in again?
Yeah.
Those spots?
Is that what will work well?
Yeah, we can try.
Okay.
Yeah, I can easily do that.
Jeff, do you want me to relocate so then when you do that turn shot of them leaving, I'm not in it?
Yeah, can we, yeah, Becky, do you mind just picking
Thanks,
up
you
and
guys.
moving
You
back
guys are
here?
such stars that
We
I feel
should be.
confident. So we'll have you go back to class again. Do you want them to do the whole raise their hand thing or just walking out?
Probably just walking out.
Okay.
I think, yeah, I guess if you guys want to walk out.
That was the reason, but I don't think it was from live discussion.
So like from right here?
Sure.
Just a coincidence.
We'll just have them come out.
Yes.
We don't have this in the shot, right? Okay, do you guys want to come with me?
But they planned it.
Let's go right across the hall.
All right.
Can I ask you both to introduce yourselves?
I'm Laith. I'm in 7th grade, and this is my first year at Whitfield. I transferred here from New City.
I'm Kennedy, and this is my second year here. I'm a 7th grader, and I transferred from Chesterfield Day School to Whitfield.
And Kennedy, can you tell us what you're talking about right now in World Cultures?
In World Cultures, we're talking about the 9/11 attack and how it impacted people's lives and how the history behind it.
And so what kinds of information have you gathered to have a discussion like that?
We watched videos and we interviewed our parents or guardians to see how they felt and what they were doing and how it impacted them.
And Laith, can you tell us a little bit about a seminar discussion?
So a seminar discussion is where, like, you have to you ask a question or leave an answer, and then anyone, like, you don't have to raise your hand, anyone can answer and respond to what you said.
Do you enjoy seminar discussions or do you find them difficult?
I don't find them difficult because you aren't, like, there's nothing you have to say. Like, if you have an idea, you can just say it without, like, being, like, yelled at by a teacher or, yeah. And then there's also ropes, which we use in the seminar discussions to be respectful to others. Anything you want to add about that?
It's just basically rules to abide by about learning to disagree, to agree to disagree, and not offending people or getting offended.
Great. And Kennedy and Laith, did you both have the chance to visit Whitfield before you were students here?
Yes.
What do you remember about your visit?
So at my visit, when I came here, I remember very clearly the way the teachers talked to the students was like not like telling them to do something. It was more like seeing how they would react and what they wanted to do mostly. And I think that's a very good environment for learning.
I actually had 2 visits. So my first and second visit, it was a very fun environment, and it was fun to see new people and to see old teachers that my sister had when I was a baby. But overall, it's a very fun environment. I got to meet so many new friends.
What do you both like best about Whitfield?
My favorite thing about Whitfield is probably how nice the teachers are and the kids. Everyone here is like super nice and super inviting and welcoming.
My favorite part about Whitfield is meeting new friends and seeing new people come here that I shadowed for in admissions. But that is really fun to see people making friends and us having a very fun and healthy environment.
And can you guys tell us just a little bit about your homework load? How much homework do you have on a typical night?
Well, it depends. So it doesn't really depend on like what we do. Sometimes we have like we track our own homework, so we have some. It just depends on what you do in class.
And then for me, most, like Kennedy said, most classes, their homework is usually what you don't finish in class. But on an average night, I'd say no more than 45 minutes.
Great. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate your time today. We'll let you head back to World Cultures.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're done talking. Okay. Okay. Well, we just need to hear from hopefully these guys, what they thought too.
Yeah, the mic, yeah.
Okay. So tell us if they're done with you.
Yeah, can we grab that mic back? Thank you guys so much. You guys were total rock stars. I really appreciate it, and thank you for the interruption.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. No big thing. We're just doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
I know, isn't that crazy?
So is that picking up both of you guys, I guess?
We think so, yeah. Great, thank you. A little bit from your face. Perfect. Okay, that's good. Okay, good. Okay, so we're gonna try, for the first location, we're gonna go over here, kind of by the door so we get some of the sunlight. Cool. So actually, if you wanna just come with me. Perfect.
I've done this like 700 times for many different things.
You're a seasoned pro. Okay. Maybe with the light from the door, or what's going to look best? You tell me.
You could just is everything in the background happening?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we have to stand kind of apart.
Okay.
Okay.
Stand right here.
Oh.
Hello, Whitfield community, and welcome to episode 2 of Warrior FM. The new rate to stay connected.
While we do that, let's move. Is this going to be in this?
Oh, I've always wanted to like snap one of those. It's so fun.
Stand right here. We'll stand in front of it.
What do I do?
We are celebrating birthday with Jenna Wasserman, Joey Ursel, Elise Wheeler, Craig Sweeney, William Rose, Francis Thurman, and Oliver Hornstra. So if you see them in the halls virtually or in person, make sure to wish them a happy birthday. Thank you, Sarah, and happy birthday to all those amazing folks. Let's take a quick break to hear some jazzy tunes played by DJ Kate Everly and a word from our sponsors. Don't get that dial, y'all. Keep it locked right here to Warrior FM.
Where are we? What are you thinking? Huh? Where are we going to go?
I haven't thought about it yet. I want you to with the second student. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, we're gonna. Ready to go. We'll be ready in 2 minutes. 3 minutes.
Then I think if we're not going to pick up the volume over here, you're going to need to take her in the hall.
Okay.
I think, or we go outside.
Okay.
And pipe her.
Okay.
Oh no, we don't. Cause that.
Okay, then we just want to look at what's not ugly out there because we don't want the fire doors. We want. Is there some art out there? I can't remember.
Oh, but the mission statement frame right by your wall.
Yeah. Or there is that art on that hall right there.
I just don't know how many kids are out there. I have no idea what's going on.
So we'll take Remy over here and Ellie over there. Is that
yes.
Okay. Okay. And then in here we want.
We might turn.
Yeah, that's great. We've got to get the audio. Okay. It's replacement for assembly. So this is just our second day that they're doing it. So I think we should try to get a little bit of the setup of the classroom in here, which I'll talk about. So we might want to film that from. Let's do that right before I grab Ellie because she's on that side. So I can stand like. Maybe it's too tight, but could you be on the far wall filming this direction?
For the
for the second student interview.
Yeah.
And then I'll ask her if she can come with me and I'll go out in the hall to talk to her out there in the hallway.
Oh, good hallway. Okay. Yeah, I'm just afraid we might need to pick the other camera too, just because sometimes when there's walls, yeah, I'll use that, her mic versus yours.
Oh, got it.
Like,
Okay.
your mic's much better, and it's an older version.
Okay.
But yeah. But we can easily, Susan will interview her first out in the hallway.
Yeah, we're going to interview Remy first over here, and then we'll get a little bit of the class in action. We'll all talk about the class, and then we'll take Ellie out there. Okay. And then we're going to come and do this class.
No, with this class?
Yeah.
She's going to have them in groups.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, I mean, is it she was at home?
Okay, are we ready?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, so we want this to sort of feel authentic, so I don't want you to feel overly rehearsed. Yeah. So I'm gonna just ask you some questions and just share honest answers.
Where do you want me to focus?
You want her to look at the camera, right?
Look at the camera. Yeah.
Okay.
Or the camera, or yeah.
Be mindful of movement with your mic because everything's listening.
Okay. Can I ask you to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, my name is Remy Hoberman. I am a student of the 2022 senior year.
And Remy, what are you working on in English class right now with Mr. Rickards?
So right now we're doing a little bit of a mini lesson. We're looking at American short stories and we're comparing them and finding common themes. We're trying to kind of teach our other peers what we're doing. We're building activities and finding different kind of ways to express our ideas with this short story.
And what themes are the stories about?
It depends on the story. Right now, my partner and I are working on a story about feminism and how the 1950s and 60s were so crucial to the women's movement.
And when you work on a project like that with a partner, do you ever have disagreements?
We have disagreement a lot, and that's just part of the learning process. We have to learn to cooperate with each other. We have to learn each other's strengths and weaknesses and play off of that.
And what is your workload like as a junior?
In general, my workload for not only English but for the rest of my junior year is about 2, maybe 3 hours a night of homework.
Is there anything else you'd want visitors to know about Whitfield?
Yeah, the community around is fabulous. You can find people of many different similarities and differences, and you can find your people here. There's no specific clique. There's just a big community full of love and energy. I hope to see you soon.
Thanks a lot, I appreciate it. Okay, great. You're a pro.
Yeah.
You have done this before.
I've done this multiple times. For multiple different things.
And
actual news.
Thank you. And you said your audio picks me up fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
both of them should be fine as long as Becky heard it.
Okay.
And then you want to mic the other student real
Yes.
quick? And then,
Okay, and we're gonna do that one with that other angle.
yeah, do you do the mock one where you kind of pull it in and like enter the room, then you call pick her, or do you just want to interview her first, then get that shot?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
And then Jeff, do you want him in the center or do you want him out watching David walk?
Well, I'd like to be able to talk about what's happening in the class. So, and maybe that's through a voice. We could do that as a voiceover later. So, what will work best for that kind of shot? I'd like to get sort of like the action of the shot while I'm talking about what's happening in English class.
Okay.
So, what's the best way to film?
Let's get the second interview
Let's
done
do it.
and then we'll look at that.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you ready to be mic'd? Yeah. Okay. So this is really weird. I have it on my back. It just feels very strange. So this just clips onto your shirt, like your collar somewhere.
Study hall.
Oh boy.
Really excited. Good job.
Thank you.
Is Ellie mine?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe a little tighter so I don't see the mic itself.
So Ellie, I'm going to just first ask you to introduce yourself, and you can just say, I'm Ellie, I'm a junior, I've been at Whitfield since freshman year, or something like that.
Ready, remember?
Okay. Ellie, can you introduce yourself?
I'm Ellie, I'm a junior, and I've been here since freshman year.
And tell me a little bit about what you're working on in English class right now.
Right now we're working on short story projects where we present to our class about different short stories and how they relate to current social issues.
What do you enjoy about Mr. Records?
Mr. Records, every single day when we come in class, we have a do now, and we usually have a broad question that we discuss as a class, not just pertaining to the material, but also different topics and issues in our current world.
And as a junior, I know the homework load can be pretty significant. Can you tell me a little bit about how you balance homework with activities outside of school?
Yeah, so when I go home, usually have some sort of sports practice or club, but after I come home, maybe take a couple-minute break and then get started on my homework. It's not too much, and also since our teachers here are so supportive and helpful, it's always easy to just send them a quick email asking for help or advice, and I usually spend around 2-3 hours doing homework a night.
And what are the typical kinds of things you might do for homework in a night like that?
For different classes, we do math problems, we read and annotate, and it can vary anything from writing an essay or a reflection to solving math problems.
Great. And you recently with Mr. Records wrote an op-ed, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
What did you write about?
I wrote about anti-Semitism and its relation to the NFL and sports in general, since there was an incident over the summer where one player, Deshaun Jackson, posted something anti-Semitic on his Instagram, and what we can do to hold him accountable along with the NFL.
Great. Ellie, do you remember being a visitor and coming to Whitfield to visit classes?
I do.
What do you remember about that visit?
Well, I was a little nervous at first, but once I got there, so many students came up to me and introduced themselves. It made me feel really comfortable in Whitfield and the space. They're all so nice to me.
Ellie, what happens during a seminar discussion?
In seminar discussions, we usually have some guiding questions, and the teacher kind of backs away, so it's really student-led, and we bring up different topics and issues having to do with the materials the teacher had given us before, and we try to come to some sort of conclusion about what this material is teaching us.
In those types of discussions, do students ever disagree about what you're discussing?
Yeah, happens all the time.
And how do you tend to handle that?
Well, generally, it's pretty beneficial to hear the other side of the story, even if you might not agree with it. But when something like that does happen, we try to figure out what this other person is saying and how some of it may be true, even if we have a different opinion on the matter.
Great. Thanks so much, Ellie. Really appreciate your conversation today.
Thank you.
All right.
You head back and I'll grab the mic.
Yeah.
Let me get a shot of you.
Yeah.
In there or out here?
Well, in there. If we can't do it, then we should. What I'd like to do is get the class, get some footage of the class while I'm talking about the class. So we need to be in there to do that.
Yeah. Can you do clapper now? Perfect. I'll sleep this here, so you can stay there probably, but I can't.
Because we don't want to get the walking in.
Okay.
This isn't very good.
I'll take the clapper. So start after that?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is David Records' 11th grade English class. Let's try
It's fine that you are.
Yeah, totally.
That's what your words. It's a little gray here, or green here, I guess. And action.
This is David Records' 11th grade English class. This type of setup for a classroom is pretty common to see in our humanities classes. It allows a lot of interaction for the teachers.
So can we start over? I apologize. I cut you off when I didn't mean to. And action.
This is David Records' 11th grade English class. This type of setup is pretty common to see in our humanities classrooms, and it allows the teacher and the students to have lots of interaction during the course of a class period. Frequently you'll see the teacher seated with the student talking about a topic they may have read about or discussed. Let's try that one more time.
The lighting is terrible on it right here.
Is it not going to film well?
I'll boost it in post. It'll look a little bit better.
Okay.
And action.
This is David Records' 11th grade English class. This type of setup is pretty common to see in our humanities classrooms. It allows the teacher...
Oh wait, actually, can I stop you? I can see the mic on the cord in the back. You know, in the height of cord.
You can see the pack.
The pack, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you might just see the pack because it's just her hair that's covering it.
Okay.
See the pack.
It's kind of like just sticking out randomly. It looks a little odd in the camera.
If you put the box on the inside, it's less obvious.
I'm worried about time, so we've got to get to the last class. So I'll just try to stand.
Yeah, try not to maybe do total sideways.
I'm sound.
Can I do a couple steps forward?
Yeah. Remy, what's the title of this English class?
Let me check real quick in Warrior Web.
That's okay, never mind.
No, I'm getting it right up right now.
It's good.
Yeah.
And action.
This is David Records' 11th grade English classroom. And this type of setup is pretty common to see in our humanities classes and allows the teacher and student lots of interaction during the class period. So right now, Mr. Records is working with students on a project they're working on collaboratively. Frequently, you'll also see him seated at the table, engaged in a discussion with the students about a topic they've studied.
Is this story, I know you haven't read it in that way, but like, is there a way to section off parts of it to make it so, yeah, I don't know if the context would be lost entirely if you do this.
So should they like read?
So it's NAI with 2 dots and then B.
Yeah, I also think giving this to someone would be really difficult, right? How many times do you read it? So you give a passage cold, I feel like they're going to be like, what? And then you're going to be staring at kids staring back at you like you do constantly, right? Cluelessly. So then you have to tell us. So they're reading it all, and maybe you're saying,
I'm just kind of like, I'm trying to read through the character, and then I'm going to story.
Well, we need to do the actually the literary dogs.
Yeah. General understanding. They've done some work with this, right? So when you get them and you break them up in those points of view, their heads will be like, all right, I already know what this is about. I already kind of thought something like this was going to happen. So then you feel better, right? And you feel like you have, but you maybe haven't done the analysis yet. So then you have
Got a few shots in here. Is that good?
Yeah, perfect.
Right.
The naivete of this person.
So you just want to get some shots of. You want to do the same thing for this class?
Yeah.
Can you ask Becky to maybe
Yeah, so like
come in?
really an uplifting
Ask Becky to come in?
Yeah, she might be able to hear you. You could say it right here.
Oh. Becky, can you come in? That's perfect. I didn't realize.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think, so if you want to do another quick entrance.
Yeah.
Hopefully she can hear you say that.
I can text her. Okay.
Yeah, as long as she can hear.
Yeah, it's a myth, right? So you get this little person, you bring that in, they read that as a thing now, and then you maybe, I don't know, does that change?
Do you want to step in that little poke right there?
Here, could you take this?
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's get a little bit of footage of the class.
Let's do some shot right there.
Yeah.
I think you guys all read the story of Hades and Persephone.
Which link?
No, he's the god of the underworld, but he's actually not the god of death. The god of death is entirely other god who actually brings the souls
I knew
up.
that.
He's got.
I read my Percy Jackson, don't worry.
So.
Checking on another grade. It's okay, it's okay.
and then he tried to like act young.
Yeah.
And then that like relates to like how he dressed and how he looked.
You guys finding some good stuff?
I think so.
Is it deeply disturbing during?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what English is all about.
And bro, I don't know what this part is about.
Sarah, how would you like to be interviewed
we could
for
talk
a
about,
video
I guess,
that
like
we're
the
creating? Are you up for that? I have the exact same mask that you're wearing.
Yeah, I love them.
Athleta masks, they're the best. Do you? Oh yeah, yeah. She said she's been texting you about
Yeah,
Field Hockey
right now.
or Snap,
Defense mechanism.
whatever.
Yeah, we were talking about defense mechanism.
Are you sure you're okay with the video? Okay. It's
So,
a little, what
maybe
we're
we could
trying
talk
to
about
do
as
is
those, like-
create kind of the experience of a visit because our visitors are.
So yeah, you'll have
connected.
some
So it's
conversation
really
about
hard because
Maslow's hierarchy
we
of
want it
needs
to
in the
feel
story,
like normal
but then
and
defense
conversational,
mechanisms
but we have
will
to
be
mic you because
like here's
otherwise
another
people
psychological way we
so
can look at the story.
I want you to try, like it's hard for me.
And
I feel
don't
so
if
formal,
they
but we
don't
wanna try
feel
to
like they
be
fit,
relaxed
don't
and
force
just
them.
kind of authentic and
And if you
I'll
wanted
just
to jump
ask
to
you
the
tell us
electric
what you're
complex,
reading,
just
like
because
what
I know
you're
that was
reading. Are you guys
something you
reading
guys
short
focused
stories?
on in the
And what is it
literary
about?
criticism packet, you can do that too.
Yeah.
But that's more from at the very beginning of the story, right?
Yeah. And with
Okay.
Go ahead.
I think the most important part is like in all the poems inside you where it's all
Like she just like shows off a little
Whatever that A girl name made her. Yeah.
Okay.
I said the A girl.
There's 3 different goddesses with A in their name. Aphrodite, Athena, Artemis. And don't forget the mother gods. Yeah. Iris, Hestia. The other ones. Hestia's
I
gotta be
think we
like
should talk
that.
about
Well, I think since it's kind of a sophisticated topic, and since this will mostly be for middle school, maybe we won't really talk about the content of the story, but instead just sort of like, as you read the story, how do you engage with it? So if you could describe like annotating it, and are you guys
I think I'm
having a
ready. I
small
think I got some good
discussion
shots.
and that kind of thing?
Yeah, and then we're going to look at
I think I got you one.
And then maybe I'll ask you to talk a little bit about a seminar and your homework load, how you balance work
so they
with
want my
sports and that kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Just those types of things.
And I'll help you guys.
I told her, but we're gonna otherwise pretend it's just like just a real conversation. Yeah.
Connie's like what are some quotes she was linked to in the text that could make that like.
And where should we go for the interview? Do we want to just do it here with the class in the background?
Sure, yeah. Keep going. Put my back to the door and stuff. Can you go up through your sweatshirt and then? Thank you. I'm gonna put it in your pocket. I'll just then I might have to move your hair so I don't hear that.
Okay.
And you don't mind tucking it in the wire a little bit?
Yeah.
There, perfect.
It's the sweatshirt, I know. Yeah. I don't have a shirt underneath. Sure.
It'll be our gift to
I
you.
want to be an avatar.
It's in my CVS. It's my brother's.
Oh wait, what's his name?
Yeah, that's good. Probably not.
My mom said something to me today about it. She did? Yeah.
Your sister's scheduled for a visit soon.
Yeah, she is. Yes.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
What do you think she's thinking about this process?
She's taking her SAT soon.
Is she?
Yeah, she's doing like a mini class after school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
I don't know.
It's kind of weird time to be a sixth grader since the visits are so different.
I agree. Yeah. Let me take this off.
Well, you're going to be the expert to show her what class is like here. in
Yeah.
this video after the story. Is she still playing volleyball?
Yeah. And then field hockey.
Oh, she does both.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Do you think she has? Is she gonna? Which one will she choose?
What did you say?
Which one do you think she'll choose when she has to buy?
I don't know.
Elena.
Do you want to?
Yeah, I'll just go back. That's like an actual McDonald's.
What's
Yeah.
Elena? What's better? The same.
Yeah, I wouldn't even know.
There's like, they literally have the same God.
Yeah, thanks for mentioning.
Are there still people? Wait, so there's still people?
Yeah, there's people. And she went follow the
People still know that stuff. I asked my parents. They went to the site.
Yeah, this I know someone
Layla did a great job explaining the story to me. She gave a really good description, and I was like, we'll just talk about the process. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's a gift. It's like for being a star of the video.
Yep.
Zeus sounds good.
Yeah, and if you just pull this up.
Yep.
Oh no. The where's like.
because he swallowed the first one.
Why didn't she pop out of the heart thing? Isn't she the goddess of love?
Right. Who? Athena? Athena's the goddess of wisdom.
Do you want
So you just want to just interview her, or you don't know any
Do you want what will work best? Do you want me to get her like up from her chair to come talk to us? Okay. You want to sit down like you're
sit
working?
down like you're working.
Okay.
And then maybe get up and then like kind of turn around, like stand up here and turn around and just chat right here. So like you'll stand here facing that way.
Okay, sounds good. So I'll come over and take us to. Okay, so just have a seat. We're gonna like pretend.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and then can you fix your hair too when it?
Yeah, is that good?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And we're gonna walk, take a few steps in.
Sarah, can you come talk with us? Yeah, of course. Sarah, tell me what you're working on in English class.
So right now we're working on reading short stories and annotating them and learning like the proper way to annotate and how to go get a better understanding and a deeper understanding of the text.
What do you usually do with that annotated material?
Normally we go over it in class and we talk about like how we envisioned it or interpreted it, like compared to our like classmates and how we had a different understanding of it.
Sarah, how do you balance your workload for school and being a student athlete, kind of managing your time outside of school?
So normally I've been taking advantage of my study periods because I have one every day, which is super nice. So I'll try and get most of my homework done then. And then we'll also have about like 10 to 15 minutes in class to get our homework done, which is super nice. And then you can start it, and then normally when I get home I have about like 30 minutes to an hour, depending on what class or if I have a project or what's going on. And then with sports, it can be hard sometimes, but I can do it.
What do you like best about English class with Miss Lux?
It's super fun. I really like how we work in like small groups and we get to like talk to our classmates about how we understand it, and yeah.
Have you guys done any writing assignments yet this year?
We have. We just finished up our first writing assignment, and then we've done 2 seminars so far, which have been fun because we've learned a lot about ourselves and how we talk in seminars and stuff.
What happens during a seminar discussion?
Normally we all just are in a big circle and we talk, and then Mrs. Lotz is on the outside and she's just listening, and we talk about the story and how we interpreted it and what we thought of it.
Do you ever have disagreements in a discussion like that?
Yeah, a lot of times we normally disagree, and it can be, sometimes it can get heated, but it can be fun.
Great. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Yep, thank you.
Appreciate your time.
Sit down.
All right, guys. So thank you guys for being patient. I know you all
Great job. Thank you.
You know what else we could try is do outside.
So yeah, I think just walk down and then I think we just literally just walk through the hallways we think that are important.
Okay, I'm gonna go this way.
You go that way? Yeah. So this is where we're going?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to start over and go more like you're giving a tour kind of, as opposed to a quick speed walk?
Okay.
I think that's... So, here's... Yeah.
Oh, we need to redo it because we need to get this door open.
Okay.
See it in the background?
When I get halfway there, I will.
Okay.
You can't see it right now.
Okay.
Or barely.
Stop people from coming out of the dining room?
I don't mind people walking by. I just think
Okay.
the streamers and like the half door deck is like
You
that's
can
the kind of
barely
thing we're not
see it.
really wanting.
Do you want to take it down? Is that what you're getting at? Or?
I will get it.
Or
I'll take
close,
it down.
or close the door.
Now we're here doing things.
Perfect.
Okay.
Do you want to go down that
Did
hallway?
we
or-
get the like barrier sign like this? Is that in the shot? These cones.
I did not see that, no.
Okay. Oh, but this sign you probably did.
Yes, that might have been it there.
Try it just one more time.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I did for sure get that. Did the deer live?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Somebody saw it run away.
Okay.
Crazy.
Can we be served over here?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
We have no idea.
Go ahead, guys.
Yeah, you're fine.
All right.
Thank you, though. But remember, 6 feet apart.
Yep. Tag me on Instagram.
6 feet apart.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay.
There's nothing over here.
Okay.
Is that door? Is it?
I don't know if there's anything you want to show up here, or no, when you normally give a tour.
We'll be better off coming the other way.
Oh, yeah, let's do that then.
I don't even know if she's doing this. I just said, I can't.
We'll be in this classroom later.
Okay. What else do you show in the tour?
I'm sorry?
What else do you show usually in the tour?
We'll go down, well, let's go down, let's go outside.
Okay.
Instead of like biology downstairs and a.
Yeah, my degree changes from week to week. FedEx, the graphic design is so hot in here. But the good, but Hope is to teach all the photos and there was in the studio.
Thanks for seeing.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot your last name was
Oh man! What is
It all makes sense
It's
now.
like you see the records and like you put the things. Oh, those are records. Yeah.
No, you should come with me.
Scaring me.
How?
Let's walk in here and we'll just.
Okay. Yeah. Let me. Sorry. And action. Is there anything important here or just come through? Okay.
Out the patio door,
Okay.
so we'll see you.
We won't use that. All right.
The fields could be good to get near. We've got kids outside.
Pick up down here? What's up, buddy?
What's up with you?
Not too much. How are things?
Oh, this looks pretty rough down here, so maybe not so much with this,
Okay.
all these door decks. Do we need to get the same footage in that hallway that we were in upstairs?
We probably should.
Okay.
Just to be safe.
Okay.
Let me stop shooting for a second.
Yes, to unlock the door.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing, kid?
We can read on that door. All right.
Whenever you want. I'm
joking.
That's perfect because that's that class.
Yeah. Do you want to walk down the hallway that?
Yeah. Yeah, and do we need to do it so we can see this class if we want to turn
Sure.
this way?
Yeah.
Or is that not important? I mean,
There's no one really there. So.
you're the
Yeah, I'm trying to think because I mean, would you want to redo the same shot? You know.
No. Okay, so now we want to go back to that
Yes.
front hall? Okay.
And sometimes we might just need to cut in between.
There's a class.
Great. When do you want to meet on Tuesday? 10?
Sure.
Thank you. Great. 10. Who else we need?
And which part over here did you want to get?
Just starting from here.
Hi, friend.
Hello.
How are you?
Good and you?
Good. And then do you want me to turn to the right or left?
Do you want to go straight into the other hallway?
Yep.
Space looks prettier.
Thank you.
If we want this hall, I think we should redo it again without these big trash cans.
Okay. Do you want to take it over now then?
Yeah, I guess so, because that's, I mean, we're not going to run that.
Yeah. Just throw it in here. Okay. We're gonna do this hallway again.
Okay. What do you want us? What do you want us?
Do you want us to move anything?
We just moved to giant trash cans. If there's anything else you see.
Do you know? Can we start back here?
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, you don't need to go anywhere, sir.
Wait, Becky, have you?
Oh, I'm at. Yeah. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Did you move?
And action.
So should I turn into that classroom that we were in before?
Yes.
Okay, and then I think there's a classroom down here that we're going into.
What's that?
I just don't know which one it is. Samantha, just to know which is Brandon King's classroom.
It's the one right around here.
Thank you.
Who are you taking this?
Yeah. You can go. Go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning, Jeff.
I am. I'm going to go in and let that go.
You're great.
Yeah.
No problem. I'm going to go ahead and go. I think it's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a second.
I think it's actually this classroom. I'm not sure. Like you were here, if you remember.
We'd always cover it too.
Okay.
Or you wanna do that last part again?
Yeah. So it's this classroom with these streamers. So I was looking at it, but we might need to redo that one.
Yeah, let's just walk down and I'll kind of do a loop around. A wide one. We can just start from like right here.
Yeah, my mom, they hiccup the same as me.
Okay. That should be a good take. I don't know if the
I'll ask about one of your teachers.
Thank
Do I need to listen?
if you can. Can I do stand right here?
And let's put these chairs
I'm
like
just getting these gloves for you.
Great.
so they don't look just so random.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
As long as you're not gonna like beat the drum.
Or do you want to do it right here? Or maybe
Sure.
Kind of like the,
Yeah, wherever you think. Yeah.
Ben, is it better?
Yeah.
Can I be stand right here,
I'll make
facing
this.
this way?
This?
Yeah. Perfect.
All right.
Do you want me to shoot you at all on this, or just him?
Well, I'm going to be asking him questions. So do
Yeah.
you need me in there or not?
Yeah.
I've been sometimes bringing you in, sometimes
Okay,
like
whichever.
over your shoulder.
Okay, so either, well, because we probably don't want the donut, so maybe I need to go over here.
Oh,
Ben might want the donut.
I'm
Maybe
lactose
you earn a
intolerant.
donut.
I'm lactose
Oh,
intolerant.
so you can't have a
Yeah.
donut anyway.
if you stand here, I'll make sure
Okay.
not to shoot that.
All right. Right here?
Yeah. Can you take a step closer to me, like you're
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Hi, Ben. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Ben, can you introduce yourself?
Well, I'm Ben and I'm in 7th grade and I've been at Whitfield for 2 years.
So, Ben, this is your second year at Whitfield. What is the same about this school year and what is different?
Well, it's kind of the same community and the same people, but it's just we're wearing masks and we have to stay social distanced.
But otherwise, you still feel that same sense of community?
Yeah.
What do you think makes that the case?
Well, all the people around are like nice and it's just the same thing and everyone is cooperating with the rules of social distancing and everything's working.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. You feel safe at school?
Yes.
Good. Ben, as a 7th grader, what is your homework load like?
Like maybe an hour a night, maybe. So
Okay.
it's not that much.
And do you do activities outside of school?
Yeah, I play here at Whitfield. I usually play soccer and basketball, and I do the admissions club. And then outside of school, I do club soccer.
Do you find it hard to balance all of those activities with your homework?
I actually don't. It's kind of just like very even. Sometimes I even have time to like do some things like play video games or something.
Good. Ben, do you have tell me about your teachers.
They are good because they help you like understand everything you need to know with the lesson or the work you're doing, and they talk you through it and tell you what to do.
Do you have a favorite teacher?
I like all of my teachers.
You do? So
yeah.
No one comes to the top?
No.
No, okay. Let's see, what else should we ask Ben about?
Tilt towards me a little bit. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Ben, why did you choose Whitfield?
Well, I had come from New City, and after 4th grade, my sister had graduated out of 6th grade, and we moved me to a public school captain, which is in Clayton. And public school didn't really work for my sister or I. And so we decided to try out Whitfield because we saw the community and we saw how the school worked, and we decided that was the great choice for us.
Ben, why do you love Whitfield?
Well, I like Whitfield because I have good friends, and it's a good school, and it's good community to be around, and it's the reasons why I like it.
Great. If you were to talk to a prospective student and you wanted them to know a little bit about Whitfield, what would you want them to take away from that conversation?
Well, I would want them to know that there's like after school activities to do, like they have like a variety of choices and variety of classes and variety of friends and community, and yeah.
Great. I'm going to ask you about teachers one more time because I messed up on the question when I asked you, so we're going to just like redo that part. Okay. Ben, do you have a favorite teacher this year?
I actually don't. I like all of the teachers, and they all help me out a lot.
Great. Ben, thanks so much for chatting with me. You're like a movie star, a professional.
No problem.
Great.
Awesome.
Do you want the mic back?
Yeah.
We're out there.
Like here?
Yes.
Ready?
Yes. Perfect. And if you can listen to make sure that they all sound decent.
Is everybody mic'd?
Everybody's mic? Perfect. Thank you.
All right.
Studio. Yeah, because we've got 2D Studio. He's running a painting, 2D Studio, or 2D Senior Studio. Because you can see all the crazy stuff behind it. They're melting plastic with heat guns.
Can you stand here?
Jeff?
Yeah.
I'm getting something on one of the mics, so just make sure they're clear.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take a look. Thanks, Becky. Yeah, you look okay. Yeah, guys, should be good. Might have been your hair.
Or maybe when I was looking down, it's
okay.
I don't know. So forget that the camera's here. I'm talking to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want? Yeah. Right.
Just like a little conversation.
Yeah.
Can you stand right here so I can kind of talk in between your. You guys want to face each other?
It's sort of like we're
Act
touring
like we know
a
each
family.
other.
So yeah.
And then, whenever you're ready.
Hi, Jim.
Hey, how's it going?
So this is Jim Daniels' 2D Studio drawing class. Jim, can you tell us what your students are working on?
Sure. So I had each of my sophomores record an abstract sound. And after recording that abstract sound around school, they sent those sounds to me, and then I divided all of those sounds up and gave them to other students. And then they have to create a visual representation of the sound that they are given, not knowing what that sound is.
And how is this project kind of a typical example of what you do with your students in the art department?
So within the art department, I really feel that our projects are more like creative problems that the students need to solve. So this is an excellent example of that. They're trying to take something that's not tangible, right, like a sound, and then trying to create something that is tangible, a visual artwork. So it's a problem that they have to solve using their creative process.
Is that difficult for them?
I would say so. I would say so. You know, we should ask all of them, but I think that it's a challenge in that this is the very first project of the year, so they're not accustomed to working with this new media. They're using watercolor pencils and water, masking fluid. It's all brand new to them.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Could we talk with the student about,
Absolutely.
about their work?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great.
Can I have the mic from you, please?
I need the volume stuff.
Hey, you were great. You're like a natural. I can see an Academy Award in your future.
You still watching The Voice? I watched the first episode of the new season. And I was like, wow, this is kind of weird. I haven't watched more yet. And it's pretty off. That's what I hear. The student was just like, oh yeah, you're gonna have new people that you hate. And in terms of who you want to talk to, I mean, like, this is so. Great job.
Okay.
I don't know what's on camera, but yeah, probably Junie.
Okay.
She'll be alright. Hi, Junie.
How do you
You
feel
get to
about
talk.
being a star? Yeah. Well,
You do a cartwheel, right? You're gonna have a cartwheel down the ramp.
Yeah, I can't cartwheel.
And then we're gonna like superimpose like Junie over the top when you're there.
so should we just have her stand here? Do we need
Yeah,
to
well,
figure out-
let's maybe move over to this spot. Okay. Can she come up here?
Yeah. You come on over. We'll kind of tell you what's going on here.
And you should be all nice and happy because you just got candy.
And actually, can you show us your piece?
Yeah,
Would there be
sure.
something there, or would that?
No,
so
it's-
here's what we're trying to do. We're trying to act like we're not mic and we're not on video, and we're just you and me chatting about art at Whitfield and also just about Whitfield. So I'm just going to kind of ask you some random questions. We don't want it to sound scripted, even though I feel like I always do, because we want to try to be natural. So I'm going to kind of ask you to tell me about your piece, and you could just explain a little bit about how you make some decisions about what you chose to do, and then maybe I'll ask you about how Mr. Daniels teaches art,
Go ahead,
and then
keep working on
maybe
that
I'll ask
section
you
about the
about
other
his
stuff.
grades a little bit, and what it's like to yourself. Okay. But all of it is just kind of you being.
Can I help you? Can you just run up from your skirt and put it up here?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's a band.
Yeah. Can you do that?
Yeah, I'll go tie it. Yeah. Can you put some pocket, please?
Can we do that with the art too?
I can do it. I'll do a different. Or if you hold the art in front of you, yeah. Hold your art up.
Well, because I also just want to sort of.
Yes. Take it.
You know?
It's up there. Yeah. Take it so long. Excuse me. And if you hold it in front of it.
Do you feel comfortable doing that? Like,
Oh,
will
yeah.
you be able to kind of gesture? And
Yeah.
then if I ask you some other random questions, you won't feel weird just holding it there? Okay.
We're kind of just trying to block. I think that.
And you could, maybe then when we finish talking about the art, then you could pan up so you just have to hold it. Would that work? No.
I mean, I can always do like a little tighter shot on her.
Also.
So I can always do a tight shot on her. Just if you can you put that down, so you can't see what her.
So like when because after she tells me about the choices in her art, I'll just ask her some other random questions, and then at that point maybe just.
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Give me 1 second. Becky, is everything okay? Okay. And then and whenever you're ready.
So this is 10th grader Junie Asakainen. Junie, can you tell us a little bit about your piece and how you made some of the choices that you did?
So like I got like a sound that to me sounded like almost a sewing machine because I'm a really big sewer.
I'm sorry, can we start over? Because I don't mean to say your last name because I think we're just doing first name.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
And go ahead.
So this is 10th grader Junie. Junie, can you tell us a little bit about your piece and some of the choices that you made?
So I got the sound that to me sounded like very like planky and almost like a sewing machine, like very mechanical and industrial. So I tried to like visually represent that by adding planks and like how in an order that I feel like would be mechanical, but not without like showing gears or something that you would like usually think would be like something mechanical.
What made this project a particular challenge for you?
It was just really hard at first trying to figure out how to like visually represent it, because I had 3 different drafts of how I would want my art piece to look, and it was just like I was having a really hard time like visually like representing like sewing machine or like mechanical without like full on drawing a machine.
You're trying to use
Yeah.
the ideas as opposed to the images. Interesting. And Junie, as a sophomore, what is your homework load like?
It's usually not like too bad as a sophomore. Like it's just like a couple hours a night, or yeah, just depending on how many projects I have or like how much we are doing in class.
How do you find that you're able to kind of balance your obligations outside of school with homework? What is that experience like for you?
Well, I know I do sports after school, so that takes up a lot of time, but I usually go home, like have dinner, and I still have downtime to like get through all my work. And I usually break it up into like what's due the next day, so that works for me.
Got it. And obviously this school year is a little bit different from other years. Can you tell us a little bit about what that's been like for you?
I feel like it definitely is a lot stranger, but like it's kind of become like normal to me at this point, and like I still enjoy going into school and everything. It's just like there's just some things that we have to be careful about, and it's just what we have to do. So
you kind of feel like you've gotten into a rhythm by this point in the year. That's good. Great. Junie, what do you enjoy most about sophomore year?
I kind of just I like being like, how do I say this? It's like I'm almost like really into high school now, and it just feels like more comfortable, and like, I don't know, I just feel like I have like more freedom, and it's just more fun to like be able to do some of the classes I'm in.
Great. Tell me a little bit about art with Mr. Daniels. What is he like as a teacher?
He's a really fun teacher. Like he's like really relaxed in class. He is really helpful when you have questions about or like technique wise, and he's just helpful in like generating more ideas, but without like giving you an idea and be like, oh, you have to do this. He's really flexible.
Great. Thanks so much. I appreciate you showing us your work. It's really cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we probably need the mic back. And this is really hard because now we have to pretend like it's all brand new. Like I've never asked you these questions before.
I'll try to make sure that my glasses don't fog up the sun.
I'm sorry. Mike, this is just the,
It happens.
It sure does.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
No, it's totally fine.
It's gonna be like, so hey, Jim.
Oh, hey.
I feel like I haven't seen you forever.
You in a long time, yeah.
Yeah. What's new?
Okay.
All right.
So I think
should I do the check? Is the mic on?
Check. Are we recording?
Yeah.
Good? Okay. All right. So I think I'll just say, hi, Mr. Daniels. What are your students up to today? And then let you say, this is my 10th grade.
Sure.
Okay. Because that way I don't have to remember the name of your course, which is really hard for me at this point in the day. It's Friday.
Whenever you're ready.
Hi, Jim.
Hey.
Jim, what are your students up to today?
So these are my sophomores.
Yeah.
Can you introduce? I'm not saying like this is,
Yeah. Okay.
Or you just want to say hi, Jim. And
No. That's good.
Okay. Go ahead.
This is Jim Daniels' 10th grade art class. Jim, what are your students up to today?
So my sophomores have all been given an abstract sound. I asked each student to go around the school and just record random noises, really just 10-second clips. They emailed those clips to me, and then I redistributed those back to them so they don't know what the sound is. And then I'm asking them to create a visual representation of that sound. They're using watercolor pencils on paper. Several are using masking fluid, which is kind of a new medium for them that they haven't really used before. So I'm asking them to take something that's, a sound, something that's not tangible, and then visually represent that.
And how is this project kind of typical of what you ask your art students to do?
So most projects within my curriculum are problems for the student to solve using visual communication. And this is that exact same thing.
Great. Can we talk to a student about their work?
Absolutely.
Great, thanks.
Good?
Okay. All right, yes, thank you.
All right,
You
Junie.
nailed it. It's perfect.
You want a smock to wear?
Oh, that's actually a good idea. No, I think we got
or
it.
an apron.
I think we got it. We've got a plan. And actually, Junie, I'm going to ask you about the project and then about Mr. Daniels as an art teacher. And then after that, you can put the thing down because then it'll just be shoulders up. But thanks for letting us cover your shirt. So it's a band, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe it needs to be a little more. I don't know, is 20 enough?
Terrific. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let me make sure I
And
have
you
that
could
the
talk
right.
about your plan of stitches.
Yeah.
I think that's super cool.
Okay.
If you want.
No, I can. Because that's like going to be a key part of the.
Whenever you're ready.
Junie, can you tell me about your piece and some of the choices you made as you were designing it?
Well, with my piece, I wanted to make it like look mechanical, but not quite like what you would think usually of mechanical. Like I made it like planky, and I'm going to be adding like stitches into my piece. So I'm going to like be taking like poking holes in it and like going back in like you would with like fabric or something like that.
Do you know what the sound was that you're trying to represent?
I actually have no idea what the sound like was, but like to me it just was like very like clanky, planky, like almost like a sewing machine sewing something.
Got it. And what do you enjoy about Mr. Daniels as an art teacher?
Well, he's just very like relaxed and like flexible, and he's like very helpful when it comes to like asking questions about like how I should make my art piece even better without him being like, oh, you have to do it this way and this way only. Like he wants us to be more individual, like more like individuals when it comes to art, and not exactly how he would do it himself.
Cool. Well, that really shows in your piece. I really like that. That's really neat. So, Junie, this school year is obviously pretty different from other years. Can you describe a little bit of sort of what's the same and what's different?
Well, I guess what's like mostly really different is having to wear masks and being spread apart from people in the school, but it's kind of more of like an instinct thing now because like we have to do it everywhere we go in public, but it makes it challenging sometimes, but at the same time I've gotten really used to it.
How's the year going for you overall?
It's been really good so far. Like I've been enjoying all of my classes. They're all really good.
Great. And what is the homework load like as a sophomore?
It's not like too much more than as a freshman. I feel like I'm working like probably maybe 30 minutes longer, but it also depends on like what kind of projects I'm having in my class or like what type of things are going on during the week.
How do you manage your time after school and kind of balance homework with other obligations?
Well, I do sports, so when I come home, I usually try to get straight to my homework, but still gives me some downtime without staying up like ridiculously late at night.
That's good.
Yeah.
You feel like you're able to get some sleep?
Uh-huh.
Good. Junie, thanks for showing us your project. That's really neat. Good luck as you finish it.
Thank you.
Coming in there, taking some shots of the class. Yeah, I'm gonna erase that for you too, by the way. Don't get that yet. That random stuff drawn up there. So they're gonna get some shots of the class. Okay, my folks online, yeah, they can try it again. So just bear with me. You might not be able to see what I'm doing, but I'm gonna teach it to you again. But just follow me because I'm gonna be very descriptive, so you can. Why am I talking this way? I'm gonna be very descriptive in what I'm saying. But if you don't understand, just ask me. Okay? Thumbs up. Abby's got thumbs up. Imposter? Anything? Something from you? All right, cool. That's what I'm looking for.
She's saying someone that brings goodbye cheese and
Let me do this right quick. Yes, goodbye cheese and moving on that. All right.
No! They're going to kill you.
They'll be here next period. They'll redraw it. The cheese was moldy anyway. So, all right. So they'll stay up here. All right. So I'm going to teach this up here. You guys will be able to see it. They will kind of see it. All right. But same point. So where was I? So we're making that function table we talked about before, right? So remember we had x and then that equation in the middle, and then you had the y and we did graphs and all that kind of stuff. That's what we're doing again. So it says the sum of two golf scores is 3. And then we have x is 1 score and y is 1 score, right? Oh, that's weird. So Remember, here's x plus y, and that's going to equal what? It's on the board. What's it going to equal?
Oh, the score.
It's going to equal what?
2.
What number?
3.
3. All right, so you got x plus y equals 3. Right? This is the middle of our function table. X is here, y is here. I know it's been about a week or two since we've done that, so it is what it is. So now we're going to use numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Okay, so if x is 1, we have 1 plus y equals 3. This is your first foray into equations. We're going to get there in a couple units. Well, what do you think? If I add 1 to what number will I get 3?
2.
Yeah, that's actually right. So if I add 1 to 2, I get 3, so y is 2. All right? 2, 3, and 4. So if x is 2, I'm going to do 1 plus y equal, I'm going to do 2 plus y equals 3. Y has to be what? 1. It has to be 1. If x is 3, 3 plus y equals 3. What does y have to be?
0.
Well, let's do one more. 4. If x, just hold it down until it goes off. So here we go. X and y, right? If x is 1, y is 2. So x is 1, y is 2 here. If x is 2, y is 1. Hope we see a pattern happening. When x is 3, sorry folks who were behind me. If x is 3, y is going to be 0. And x is 4, y is negative 1, excuse me. And here's a line. That line's actually a pretty good line.
Okay.
So again, that's a reminder of our function table. Remember that from last time, last test? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
But you guys can actually talk. It's okay, right? It's fine. All right, so next one. Okay, move. Excuse me right quick. This is when I wish I had my pen done. We're going to skip this one, and I'm going to go straight to translations. So I want to show you a quick, I'm going to show you this video after I talk about translations. All right? I'm going to show you a quick video, but can't show you the video right now. But what you would see in the video, I'll describe it to you. What you see in the video is a marching band. Right? It happens to be the marching band at my school, my old school, LSU. Right? So you got to see a marching band going on a field. Pretend this is the field. Right? Here, here. You got the football field, so it says LSU here. You got the end zone over here, so it says LSU here. Right? You got this eye of the tiger right here. Or raw and all that kind of stuff. Kind of cool. All right, and you got your lines. Pretend this is like a
We need to fix the.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm so sorry. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Let me get my beads on. Okay. All right.
Okay. Here? Okay.
So I'm going to start by just asking you to introduce yourself. You should
Okay.
be real relaxed. Like just say, I'm Karina. I'm a 7th grader. This is my 2nd year at Whitfield.
Okay.
And I'll
She's
say,
going to look at you.
yeah, we're talking.
you,
Yeah,
okay.
we're just talking. Okay. All right, you ready?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Step towards me.
Feel relaxed. This is just like school, right?
Yeah.
Hi, Karina. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, I'm Karina. I'm a 7th grader at Whitfield, and I'm here for 2 years now.
Great. And Karina, what are you studying in math?
We're reviewing integers. Yeah.
Great. And can you show me how you use OneNote in math class?
So we have a notebook where we have we always do notes first, and then we have our homework on the next page. We have homework every day. Yeah.
And does Dr. Haynes give you feedback on your math assignments?
Yeah, but we also have the answer key. We
we also have the answer key, so we can check right after we did the problem.
Okay.
This really helps because then we can just go back and fix some mistakes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. What do you enjoy about Dr. Haynes as a math teacher?
He's really funny.
Is he?
Yeah. And his advisory always draws little drawings on the board, and it's so funny to come in and see them.
Great. Yeah. Karina, as a 7th grader, what is your homework load like?
Just depends. For this day we have 3 pages of homework, but it just depends. But we have homework every day.
You do. How much time do you spend on homework most nights?
Usually an hour on homework, yeah.
Are you able to balance that with other obligations you have outside of school? Yeah.
We don't get too much homework.
Okay. And this school year obviously is a little bit different, right?
Yeah.
So can you tell me how's the year going for you?
It's really different because usually we ate all 7th grade ate lunch together. Now we can't eat lunch together. We eat lunch in our advisories, and it's just I don't even know some people of my class because of that. But it hopefully gets better soon, so we can all eat lunch together and get to know each other better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying being back at school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really boring at home all the time. And it was getting annoying, just being around your family the whole day.
So good to be back, huh?
Yeah.
Do you feel safe at school?
Yeah.
Do you find the students to be pretty good about kind of navigating the new rules they have to?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's really safe here, and I'm really impressed. Yeah.
Great. Karina, thanks so much for talking with us. Really appreciate your time. We'll let you head back to math. I'm sure you've got more work to do.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thanks.
Bye. Okay.
I don't know. What do you think? Good? Okay,
Yeah.
so do you want us in the same spot or somewhere else?
Yeah, I just don't want to get that.
Okay, so we'll just move it down though.
My laptop.
I took it and left it when I was helping you with your microphone. It's right inside the door on the little shelf in there.
Thank you.
Sure. There you go. Okay.
Can I have you two switch spots if you don't mind?
Yeah.
There we go.
Anyway, yeah, and whenever you're ready.
Kylan, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Kylan. I'm a 7th grader at Whitfield, and it's my 2nd year at Whitfield.
And Kylan, tell us a little bit about math, and maybe you can show us your OneNote notebook.
Well, in math right now, we're doing coordinate planes and transformation and translations, and basically we're talking about how you can move an object 5 coordinate plane spaces, and it'll be the same thing.
And so how do you use OneNote to take notes for math class?
Well, our teacher will put our lesson into our notebook, and then we will go through it together on Smartboard or on anything else.
Okay, and do you do your homework in OneNote as well?
Yeah, so it'll be the lesson, then we'll have the homework on the lesson, and it's all in OneNote.
Okay, and then how does Dr. Haynes give you feedback about your homework?
He can write in our OneNote, so he can access everything, so it'll be easy for him to access it.
Got it. And Kylan, what is your homework load like now in 7th grade?
It's not that bad. It's usually about 2 pages of work about the lesson that we worked on.
Okay, and how long would that typically take you?
20 minutes.
Okay, and that's just for math?
Yeah.
In total, how much time do you usually spend in an average night on homework, would you say?
Well, it depends on what day it is. If I have a day where I have less classes that give me homework, it'll be less, but if I have more classes that give me more homework, it'll be more. The most homework I think I've ever spent is an hour, really.
So you're able to balance that with other activities and obligations outside of school?
I play tennis, so I can get my homework done and go to tennis for 2 hours.
Okay, good. And Kylan, this school year is obviously pretty different in some ways.
Yeah.
Can you share a little bit from your perspective about how the year's going, what's similar, what's different?
It's different a lot because,
we have to stay like 6 feet apart. We have to wear masks, and it's very different. We only can stay on like half the school, like actually less than half. But it's also great because I get to see my teachers, I get to stay on campus, and a whole bunch of things like Spirit Week.
Yeah, we see you're dressed for Spirit Week today.
Yeah.
You look very festive.
Thank you.
Do you find that students are pretty careful about observing the policies, and do you feel safe at school for the most part?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I love it here.
Good. Okay. And Kylan, do you remember being a new student in 6th grade?
Yes, I do.
What was on your mind as you started here at Whitfield, and how was that first few weeks of school for you?
It was great. My first day, my first class was Spanish, and our teacher just started talking to us in Spanish, and I got super nervous, and he's like, I'm just messing with y'all. Hi, I'm Prof. Gamp, and it was super fun.
Did anything surprise you about being a new student at Whitfield?
How nice everyone was, and how I could like talk to seniors, and like how I could just ask for if I needed help with something, and it was different than my old school.
You found it pretty easy to go to school with older students and,
yeah,
and kind of feel included in the life of the school?
Yes, 100%.
Great. If you were talking to a prospective student about Whitfield, what would you want them to know about our community?
That Whitfield is a safe school.
Okay, good. What do you mean by that?
Like, you can tell your teachers if you're having if you're having trouble with homework, or you have questions about your work, and like it's just easy to talk to people, really.
Okay, great. What do you enjoy about your teachers at Whitfield?
They're really nice, and if I have like something that's due but I can't really get it done right away, I can email them and they'll understand, and I can like have a little bit more time to get it done.
Okay. And what do you like about Dr. Haynes, your pre-algebra teacher?
He's really nice, and he shows us funny videos on stuff that we're actually learning in school. So like we were looking at a football video, and it was about how marching band stayed in the same place but moved.
Oh, okay. So that related to what you were studying about the coordinate planes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Kylan, thanks so much for talking with us. I appreciate it. We better let you head back to math class.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. You can, perfect. Okay. Oh, except we need to get the mic, so we will.
Talk myself through what I did. Oh, it was delicious. Yeah, it was fun. It was great. You have a good weekend. I'll talk to you Monday. Thanks, Melissa. So you'll give me the footnotes. No.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ashton, that's not normal.
Everyone on Firefly, I got claustrophobic. Yeah.
What? Damn.
Okay, Alexis. This is what I'm so confused. We don't need a whole thing.
I just switched her for cardboard, which is considerably better. I will definitely say.
All right, Jeff, that's it.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've got to head down to volleyball.